So you want to know the trade secret?
Yes.
I feel it is one of the best city in the whole world. I don't need to say that anymore.
Vous pensez que ce succès est dû à quoi selon vous?
Able to evolve. If we are able to innovate in every aspect of the business, success is guaranteed.
Le marché immobilier de Dubaï attire de nombreux investisseurs français. Et Atif Rahman, PDG d'ORO24, est l'un des promoteurs les plus en vogue du moment. Découvrez son parcours passionnant dans notre podcast exclusif.
Découvrez l'univers des entrepreneurs, investisseurs et acteurs de l'immobilier de Dubaï à travers ce podcast. Rejoignez-nous pour des interviews percutantes avec des invités de premier plan qui partagent leurs secrets, leur expérience et leur vision pour réussir dans cette ville audacieuse et en constante évolution. Préparez-vous à être inspiré et motivé par les opportunités infinies que Dubaï offre aux esprits créatifs et ambitieux. Je suis Mounir Ejdal, welcome to Insider.
Bonjour Atif Rahman et merci d'avoir accepté notre invitation donc, dans ce nouveau podcast Insider. Donc Atif Rahman, c'est le fondateur et le PDG de d'ORO24.
I'm Mounir and hello everyone and thank you for having me on your show. It's my pleasure.
Donc ma première question pour vous Atif sera très simple. Comment vous avez commencé en tant que promoteur immobilier à Dubaï et comment vous avez créé d'ORO24?
So I started 18 years ago in Dubai. I've been doing business for 21 years. And I think all of it, I owe it to my grandfather, you know. He taught me construction when I was growing up. And I had the privilege and honor and blessing of growing up under the vision and leadership of my grandfather, who was a champion of his times in construction. He built many things from stadiums to secretariats to roads, flyovers, colonies. And he was, I think in my opinion, the finest I have ever seen in real estate and construction, you know. He was the chief engineer of Public Works Department in India, you know. And that's where I learned construction. I came to Dubai 18 years ago. I think one of the most booming opportunities of that time. There was no one on this planet who did not want to be part of Dubai at that point of time. It was driven by sentiment. It was driven by a hype, you know, the city of Dubai. And then it kept moving on and the crisis happened and then the recovery post the crisis. What I have seen is a great deal of commitment from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the ruler of Dubai and the Vice President, Prime Minister of UAE, how he has converted this city of sand into a city of gold, golden opportunities, you know. And that's how it happened. And I think if you were in Dubai, I've seen people who were selling flowers and suddenly they started selling real estate. So, I mean, there was no one in Dubai who was not doing real estate. And I was having that background in real estate and construction. So for me, I didn't know anything else other than real estate and construction. So that's how, you know, it happened in Dubai, you know, my entry in Dubai. And d'ORO24, Mounir, I think, you know, when we look at the city of Dubai, I feel it is one of the best city in the whole world. I don't need to say that anymore because it is driven by a belief system. And I think we can witness the number of people from the number of countries that they want to migrate and live in Dubai. I think it is a proof of what this city offers to everyone. And as a business, it is my duty that I align myself with the vision of the city, with the vision of the leader of the city. You know, when you look at the overall governance that is being followed within the city, within the country as whole, to be honest, it's not just about Dubai today. It's also about it's about United Arab Emirates as a country. And I think the leadership, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, both of them together along with the other rulers are driving the country to a different level. And it is uncomparable. Because you look at the infrastructure spending, you look at trade liberalization, you look at immigration reforms, you look at crisis management, you look at the real estate catalyst, it's unstoppable. And it's important as a business that I align myself with that vision. And in order to do that, I felt I need to create a new venture, which I call d'ORO24. Oro is the Italian of gold, and 24 is the 24 carat. So my vision was very, very simple. From the city of gold, 24 karat gold real estate. That's what d'ORO24 is.
On a besoin justement d'avoir cette expérience que vous avez aujourd'hui, de nous présenter un petit peu votre vision sur le marché français, qui ne vous connaît pas encore, mais qui connaît déjà bien Oro. Et c'est pour ça que j'en viens à la question suivante. Quels sont les défis que vous avez surmontés et comment vous avez fait pour traverser justement tous ces soucis que vous avez pu avoir sur la route?
See, I think challenge, I don't call it challenge. I look at it as opportunity and I love them. So whenever you look at opportunity, you have to look for opportunity. It is in the gap, it is in the challenge, because no one is able to solve it. If you solve it, you create an opportunity for yourself. So I call it opportunity, not challenge. And I think the way to solve any problem and any challenge is you have to fall in love with the problem. If you want to solve it, you must love the problem. You have to embrace the problem. And when you're able to do that, your mind, your body will ensure that you're driving towards solving that problem. I think as a city, city of Dubai and United Arab Emirates, I think it's built to make life easy for business people. It's a very business-friendly country, where look at the kind of infrastructure that has been laid out by the government to support businessmen. It's fantastic. Other than that, I think, yes, you have to encounter cost inflation, challenges of foreign exchange, challenges of import of different construction materials. So you will always have those. And that is where you find your opportunities. You fall in love with the problem, you solve it, and you have a brilliant opportunity of doing business. That's how I look at it.
Comment se distingue aujourd'hui d'ORO24 face aux autres promoteurs immobiliers et comment vous positionnez sur ce marché?
So we are different and yet not different, because we use the same concrete, same steel, same brick and mortar, same kind of material to build our buildings. But where we are different from other developers, I think is number one, the target audience that we select. We believe in being very bespoke in creating solution. So right from acquiring the land to creating the most efficient and user-friendly design, to focusing on the delivery of the project, that entire process, how we manage it. I mean, I'm not from a textile or diamonds or any other business. We only know real estate and construction. That's what we do. So that's our core competency. We apply that in the process of acquiring, designing, and delivering our projects. And in that, we focus on innovative real estate. Because real estate is not for today. You build real estate for the future. If you travel the whole world, any real estate that is appreciated and celebrated today was built with the vision of future many years ago, hundreds of years ago, and it still is timeless. So we have to build the real estate for future. That's what we try to do, focusing on innovative real estate. In all of that, I think what is the most important thing for d'ORO24 is ethics and the consumer satisfaction. So we try to achieve that in the way we serve a coffee in the office. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. To the way we deliver the paperwork to the customer, to the way we design and deliver the properties. So we remain very, very consumer-centric and consumer-sensitive in our processes.
Alors moi, je vais confirmer justement, puisque aujourd'hui, on peut voir que vous portez une attention particulière sur la qualité, le design. Vous avez vos bureaux, donc l'office de d'ORO24, il est au bord du métro sur Sheikh Zayed Road. Donc l'emplacement est très bien, on est sur 2 étages. On voit vraiment une attention particulière justement à se distinguer sur le marché. Et donc d'ailleurs, moi je vais en venir à ma prochaine question. Quelles sont les tendances du marché immobilier à Dubaï et comment d'ORO24 se positionne sur ce marché?
Current real estate trend in Dubai is that you can launch anything and everything will sell.
That's true.
So the trend is everything is selling, But I think it's a very evolved setup of city of Dubai. The belief in United Arab Emirates that people have from the entire world. And you will notice one thing, Munir, that whenever there is a global adversity, you will see the advantage is moving towards the stronger countries. And I think in today's time, whether you look at the diplomatic relationship to the economic reforms, to the way the leadership has the president, the vice president, prime minister of UAE have led the country in challenging times. Look at COVID, for example. Developed countries with sophisticated infrastructure were bleeding, were ailing. Yet, UAE was taking care of its people in the finest way. A result, when the crisis happens, people want to move towards stronger countries, stronger leadership, and that is what is happening. So the trend right now is that everything is booming, everything is selling, and I think it is here to stay because the adversity globally is not reducing, it is increasing. Because post-COVID, you look at the number of strikes that are happening, you look at the rising interest rate burden, you look at the unemployment problem that the world is facing. So the economy, global economy is suffering, is really suffering. And people want a place where they can live peacefully, in a secured way, have a nice lifestyle, and bring up their family. Dubai and UAE offers everything that a normal common man would expect for his life. From healthcare to education to infrastructure to the ecosystem to the economy, everything. And a leadership which is committed towards improving the country and its infrastructure and its global relation for the better, And I think that is something that will continue to attract more and more foreign investment. And I think with the current position of the entire global economies, the major global economies, there's a question mark looming over every global economy. And I think we hear more about increase in interest rate and increase in number of strikes. These are the two most common news you will read today. I think it will drive more traffic towards Dubai. And that is where it is now transforming into from an emerging country to a developed country, from emerging to developing now to a developed country with a very, very, very strong economy. And that's where I think any investment people make in Dubai and Dubai real estate or a UAE at large will continue to flourish and boom. But at the same time, I must caution as an investor, don't come and blame the city of Dubai or UAE if you made the wrong choice, if you bought the property at the wrong price, if you bought at the wrong location. Don't blame the country. Do your due diligence. Dubai government has created one of the finest infrastructure where you don't even need to travel over here. The government has created RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Agency, and Dubai Land Department, who's constantly working towards protecting the consumer rights, giving you transparency on data. So log on to the website, check the developer you're dealing with, check the project is registered or not, transfer your monies into escrow account, remain protected, and select the right location, the right developer. Invest in good real estate with a good developer using the government platform. You will never ever go wrong in your investment in Dubai.
Très intéressant d'entendre tout ça justement et d'avoir cette expérience et l'opinion du fondateur de d'ORO24 justement puisque il y a beaucoup de choses que les Français veulent savoir et notamment quel est le processus de développement de la construction jusqu'à la conception du bâtiment. Ça, c'est quelque chose que beaucoup de gens posent, en tout cas nous posent, nous, en tant qu'agence immobilière, puisqu'aujourd'hui, nous, on performe avec vous, donc on est DRN Real Estate, on fait partie de vos agences avec lesquelles vous travaillez, et on aimerait savoir justement quel est vraiment tout le processus de la construction à la conception.
So you want to know the trade secret?
Yes.
Okay, Mani, there's no secret in trade. And I'm a firm believer. The more you share, the more it grows, So I'll tell you, it's no secret. And yes, the secret is in not in the recipe, but how we use the recipe. That remains a secret, but it's simple. You acquire a piece of land. And then after that, every piece of land has got a DCR, Development Control Regulation. So it clearly defines what you can build, how high you can go, how low you can go, what are the setbacks, what is the GFA allocated on it. It is very important for the world to know that Dubai is one of the most sophisticated real estate development industry. We have allocated trips, allocated sewage discharge, allocated load, electrical load. Everything is defined and allocated on piece of land that anyone would like to buy, starting from a townhouse villa to the towers that you see across the city of Dubai. Once you have acquired the piece of land, you have a clear title, you can go and start the design process. You can start the design process even without the title. If you have bought on payment plan, you can still do so. But if you want to launch as a freehold project and you want to sell it, the government has put restrictions from 2008. you must have clear title as a developer for the land, and you must have completed all the design process. You must have secured the design approval from the relevant authorities. Once you've got that, you must have all the NOCs from the relevant authorities for marketing and sales. Once you've done that, you must appoint an independent surveyor to complete the survey on the drawings. And I'm glad to share, like the 1% payment plan, the survey system was also an initiative that I'd started before it became a law. And I'm very happy that it eventually became law, because I think that's a halal way of doing real estate business, in the ethical way, where you're not promising anything wrong to the consumer. So that was my idea behind doing the survey. And then later on, it became a law, where it has to be audited. The drawings have to be audited. The size of the property has to be audited. And see the amount of protection the government is giving you as an investor in real estate in Dubai. I don't think it happens anywhere else in the world. Once you've done that, you register the project, you need to open an escrow account, and now you need to apply for the final marketing NOC from RERA and Land Department. They check what is the communication you are giving to the consumer, and ensuring that, yes, you are complying with all the legal system and the laws. Then you can launch the project. Once you start selling the project, the money must go into escrow account. And then after that, there's a periodic check, financial and technical audit that is performed on the developer. So technical survey department goes and checks the site. If the quality of construction is right, the construction progress is right. They are very, very strict. If they see the slow progress, if there's no progress, they block the project, they freeze the project. So they're very, very strict on that. So as a developer, you need to continue constructing. Second, there is an escrow system, trust account. So there's a financial audit that is performed, ensuring that all the monies went into escrow account, and it is only utilized for construction of the project. Once the project is completed, then again, you need to start applying to different authorities, securing the NOCs and clearance, and then final survey by the land department that, yes, you promised 100 square feet, you have built 100 square feet. There is a tolerance of 5% allowed on the sizes. We are strictly against the idea of using that tolerance. We want to be as ethical and halal in our business as possible, because we don't want to charge customer for something that we are not giving them, So we want to strictly abide by that, and that's why we have some more stringent policies and framework within our business that we follow during the course of construction of the project to ensure that. And once you've got the clearance from Land Department, they have given you a completion certificate. Apart from the municipality completion certificate, now you can start doing the handover of the project and register the title for the property. In all of this, the most unique thing is there's a project registration that happens, and even if it is off plan, you pay the stamp duty or the registration charges, and you get an interim title deed, which is protecting your rights. So your property, to the delivery of the property, and your payments remain protected under the strict guidance of Government of Dubai. And that's why I feel I've seen real estate industry from east to the west of this world. There's no one who can compare with Dubai, and it will continue to impress people. It will continue to give a rise in the consumer confidence and credibility for the city of Dubai, and you'll see more and more investment coming over here.
Quels sont les projets que vous avez réalisés jusqu'à présent?
I think I've done 30 or 31 projects. Okay, it's 31. 31 is on the way. So yeah, Alhamdulillah, we've done 31 projects in the city of Dubai, and it's all been led by focus on innovative real estate in different times, and focus on delivering a very sustainable, livable community where the residents enjoy their life, bringing up their family and enjoying some good time. It's a retreat. Your property is your retreat. You work hard every day, you go back home, and you want to relax. You want to just go and chill out with your family and enjoy with your family. So that's the focus we keep, and it's 31 projects, alhamdulillah, and inshallah many more to go. It's across the length and breadth of the city, so from different income segment to different locations and different types, from low-rise villas, low-rise to mid-rise to high-rise. So alhamdulillah, I've been blessed to do variety of project, and we have a nice diversified portfolio, and we continue to learn from the experience and improve the next offering.
Beaucoup de Français pensent que vous êtes qu'à 2 projets, en tout cas en termes de vente, mais que les prochains arrivent et donc vous êtes nouveau sur le marché. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait leur répondre à ça?
So it's wrong actually because even if I ignore the next one which is launching and alhamdulillah, people are literally oversupplying the booking to us, alhamdulillah, for the fourth one. Actually three, because we have a project that is very, very close to my heart. It's the masjid that we're doing in Arjan. So you've got Torino, Levanto, and the masjid project. And the fourth one is Ilano that we've just revealed last Friday. Yes, the company is new because I wanted to have a new vehicle, a new infrastructure, with new people and new passion and new systems and new processes to complement and align with the vision of UAE and Dubai. But I'm not new. My people are not new. I put in all my 21 years of experience into this business. My wealth, my experience, everything is committed to this business. And we've been in this market for almost 2 decades. So we understand the pulse of Dubai real estate market, what it requires to make a good quality, sustainable project. And that by doing that, if there are people who feel that the company is new, yes, it is. Yet, being a startup, being a new company, not me, it continues to drive immense amount of demand from the consumer because they know the people who are backing this company. They know my track record, which is led by delivery. And every time we launch a project, it is sold even before the launch. So, alhamdulillah.
C'est bien d'entendre ça parce que aujourd'hui, nous, on a beaucoup de clients qui nous posent des questions et c'est vrai qu'on leur répond que vous n'êtes pas nouveau. Nous, on le sait, que vous n'êtes pas nouveau justement par rapport à l'expérience parce que nous, on a la chance d'être sur place à Dubaï pour pouvoir connaître toutes ces informations.
Share one example with you. When there were big giants like Motorola, Siemens, and Ericsson talking about mobile phone business, an unknown brand called Nokia came and knocked out everyone.
I remember. That's true.
And it was because they were sincere and they came up with innovative product which was good for the consumer. Variety of products, consumer friendly, user friendly, pocket friendly. And yet we understand that if you become arrogant as a business, no matter how big you are, you'll get wiped out. And that's what happened with them, unfortunately. Not that we would want to quote and give example of any business failure. We wish everyone the best of success, regardless, even our competitors, the entire industry, across industry. But there is learning for everyone. So yes, sometimes it's better to be with new than the old ones because there's no baggage and there's no liability.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Aujourd'hui, vous avez lancé le premier projet qui était Torino, à Arjan, Levanto, à JVC. Là, on est sur le nouveau projet Elano,
Yeah.
à Arjan également.
Yeah.
Les 2 premiers, ça a été un succès. Vous pensez que ce succès est dû à quoi selon vous?
I think many factors. It will be wrong for me to single out any one factor. Amongst all of it, I always believe, alhamdulillah, it's a blessing of Allah that He has given us this platform, the opportunity to make a difference in the real estate industry. So it's first and the most important factor is the blessing from Almighty Allah. Second, I think He's guided us and continues to guide us to create something really nice for the consumer. We are very, very sincere in our product development. I like to cancel the drawings many times before it is approved. Like if you remember Levanto underwent 43 revision before I finally approved it, and for submission in the authority, So we do that extensive, immersive, detailed exercise in-house, and we judge the project by evaluating, are we ready? Are we willing to put our money in this project? If the answer is yes, then we launch the project. Then we expect other people to come and invest in that project. So I think it's just about sincerity in your business. And then you will choose the right location. You will create the right design. Your commercials will be right. You will create a community. You will focus on delivery. You'll be very, very honest and you'll show your integrity in your campaigns. You'll do everything right. I think the most important thing is to have the right intention and sincerity towards the work that you're doing. So I think blessing followed by integrity and intention is very, very important.
Donc c'est pour ça que, et là maintenant je comprends que nous on dit à nos clients, le lancement sera lundi, le lancement sera la semaine d'après, le lancement sera la semaine d'après, donc à chaque fois on patiente, on les fait patienter. Donc maintenant je comprends.
I'll tell you, you won't believe. You know, just to talk about the new launch that you will see, and maybe by the time this podcast is live, it would have been launched. But I have cancelled the flyer of the project 5 times, and I cancelled the last version yesterday. You know, because for me, it's important that even if the paper people touch in the flyer, there should be a smile on their face. They should feel that passion and intensity and hard work that the company has put in. Why should we expect a consumer or an outsider to come and look into your business, leave aside investing, even appreciate what you're doing? If for him or her to come and appreciate what you're doing, you must deliver that passion and sincerity in everything, even the paper of the flyer. And when you see the flyer, there's something new you will find. You'll find even our flyer to be innovative. That's how sincere we want to remain towards the consumer sentiment. And end of it all, you know, Munir, it's never about revenue. You know, we'll get what's in our destiny. I'm never bothered about the bottom line and the top line of the company. And alhamdulillah, in my entire life, we've always surpassed our expectations. What I'm worried about is how innovative we are, how eager we are to learn new ideas and come up with new ideas and implement new methods and new systems and new processes. That's more important for me. If we are able to do that, if we are able to evolve, if we are able to innovate in every aspect of the business, success is guaranteed. If you are sincere, if you're honest, your intention is good, you are evolving as a business, you're innovating as a business, no one can take away the success from you.
Merci Atif. Aujourd'hui, on est focalisé sur Arjan et JVC. Est-ce qu'il y a un projet d'étendre, d'aller un petit peu plus loin, d'aller dans d'autres localisations?
Yep. So Arjan is very close to my heart. I still remember when the last time crisis happened in 2008, and I was the first one to develop anything in Arjan, Furjan, and Studio City as a private developer. And I was doing construction in Arjan, and my friends used to say, this guy is taking drugs. Why is he building in the middle of desert? And I had a belief that Arjan will go up in value. Today, you will struggle to buy a piece of land in Arjan. And you know, the beauty is that even back in 2012, when we completed the project in Arjan, commercial property, which was a complete flop at that point of time, it wasn't doing as good. It was fully sold out, fully occupied. Our service department, managed apartments that we had created over there, the studio apartment was renting for more than 1-bedroom apartment in neighboring communities, you know? So I had a belief in that location. The reason is I linked it back to the teaching of my grandfather and my father in how to identify the right location in the city. When I look at it, it was starting Sukem Road, starting from Burj Al Arab, passing the Mall of Emirates, going through the non-freehold areas where the locals of these countries were living in Al Barsha 1, 2, 3, and Al Barsha South. And then you had the Science Park, which used to be called Dubai Tech back then, and Arjan, which is before Motor City and Arabian Ranches and many other communities that were ready at that point of time, okay? And it made sense to me. And you know, the beauty is that it always, I think I have built the highest number of properties in Arjan. I think more than 4,000 units across different business verticals that I've set up and different projects that I've done. And it has always been successful. And it's super hit as a location because it's a very boutique location, easy entry, easy exit, very nice community, nice parks, spread out, a nice density of population. So it's never looking overcrowded and paid off. And JVC, if not one of the first ones, if not one of the first one, I would say I was one of the first 10 people who were doing construction in JVC back again in the boom days. Again, a community that we believed in, surrounded by 3 major motorways. You have Al Khail Road, you have Hessa Road, and you have Mohammed bin Zayed Road. I mean, that kind of boundary to a community in a city like Dubai, you can't go wrong. And look at the location today. It's booming. It's got everything you can think of in terms of a community, from parks to schools to gas stations to everything. And it caters to the mid-income segment. You can do luxury. I also believe in luxury property. But I don't believe in that luxury property just by virtue of giving in book match marble and wall paneling. No. I want to create bespoke uber luxury, something that will suit the taste of that consumer segment. But the backbone of any economy, whether you are selling biscuits, tea, coffee, or real estate, is mid-income segment. And in mid-income segment, I think Arjan and JVC are right at the top of the chart. But I've not only done construction here, I've done in Furjan, in Studio City. Studio City, again, I was the first freehold developer to launch a project. It was a runaway success. In Business Bay, I've done in International City, in Levan. I've done across the length and breadth of the city. And alhamdulillah, it's always been great. The focus has never changed. Develop innovative real estate which will benefit the consumer. That's what we try to do. Yes, we will expand into new locations, but it has to be right. It has to be right for the consumer, for my customers. If I feel, we will surely go and do a project over there.
Comme vous savez, Atif, beaucoup de promoteurs aujourd'hui changent les plans de paiement. Et on l'a pu voir avec les gros promoteurs sur des localisations comme Business Bay, Downtown, sont passés des plans de paiement à 5-6 ans jusqu'à des plans de paiement à 2-3 ans, finalement, donc plus de post-handover. La question, je pense, de toutes les personnes qui nous suivent, c'est est-ce que vous allez changer ces plans de paiement?
So Mani, it's like this, I was the first one to launch that post-handover 1% payment plan, 1% per month payment plan. And it wasn't driven by any other idea than empowering the consumer. Because I can have a great product, great brand, great commercials, everything. But a mid-income segment consumer will not have a bag of money and come and buy the property from you. Because he won't be mid-income segment. He hasn't got that kind of saving to be investing in real estate. And in absence of a suitable bank finance facility, and a lot of people do not want bank finance because of Sharia reasons and many other reasons, or maybe he's not eligible for that, they are unable to buy real estate. They are my customers. And if they are my customers, I invented that payment plan for them. And if I continue to deal with my customers, I need to continue with that payment plan. So it will not stop. Yes, if I was entering a luxury segment, then I will not give it. Because why? The luxury segment doesn't require a payment plan, But in the affordable segment, in the mid-income segment, it was to empower the consumer until the time there is a suitable financial system, say, for example, which is liberal in financing on loan to value, and the credit criteria are softer for a normal customer. There are options for Sharia compliant people, maybe with a small deposit, they can go and buy an off-plan property as well. Until that time, our intention was to empower the consumer, and my intention hasn't changed. And I would continue to do that because that's my customer. That's where I earn from. That's where this company earns from. And we'll continue to look after a consumer by empowering them, by making it more and more convenient, as much as possible convenient, to be able to acquire their dream home. The beauty is, Muni, there's a different satisfaction and blessing you get when you're dealing with a mid-income segment. I experience that. I don't want to lose it. It's extremely powerful. It's very motivating and it's very rewarding, way beyond money, And I don't want to lose it. And I don't want to lose my customers, because this is my customer, people who are not able to buy, And for that reason, we'll continue to work on making it better and better in every aspect of their real estate investment with d'ORO24.
Justement, je pense que c'est ce plan de paiement de 6 ans et demi qui attire beaucoup les Français aujourd'hui, en tout cas tous les Français, même européens. Beaucoup ont eu des déceptions quand ils ont vu les plans de paiement changer sur Emar, sur Damac ou d'autres. Mais là, d'ORO24, on a ces 6 ans et demi justement et ils n'aimeraient pas que ça change.
I'll say one thing, Munir. I don't believe in taking any competitor's name, and I really wish everyone excellent luck and business for everything that they're trying to do. I think every business tries to do their best, but every business have different vision, different objective, just because I'm doing it, I should not expect other business to follow. Number one. Number two, just because I'm doing it, I don't become the only right option. They have their own target audience. Different developers have their own target audience, and they deliver to that. I am nowhere close to some of the big names, and they have created the real estate industry. In fact, I always believe in thanking some of the big names who have created the real estate industry that we feed from. Nakhil, Imar, Damak, Dubai Properties, Miras. They have done phenomenal work in creating the real estate industry that we are seeing, And I always have that feeling of gratitude and respect for them for what they have created in the real estate industry that we feed from. And in our own small capacity and molecular level, we try to fill the gap. Because not every company can do everything. Like Apple makes a certain type of iPhones, doesn't mean that they can also cater to someone who wants to buy a phone for $200 or $300. So I fill that gap, but I try to create a different innovative product and cater to my own consumer segment. So that's how it is, And I think it's not by I would never want to have a brand equity or brand reputation by talking ill about anyone. And we would not want to secure business by creating loss for anyone. We don't need to do that. We alhamdulillah, we are blessed with our own consumer segment and our own small little success. We are really thankful and happy for that.
Atif, j'ai une question que tout le monde veut savoir. Quels sont les futurs projets de d'ORO24?
So we're working on, at any given point of time, we have multiple projects on the drawing board. And I can assure you on one thing, me and my advisory board is committed to not allow any project to be launched unless and until we are 100% confident that everything has been done right with that project, from land acquisition to the design and ensuring that the consumer need is being fulfilled. And we also want every project to be unique. You will see a distinct similarity between our design, because our design philosophy remains the same. Our commitment towards the consumer remains the same. So you will find some form of architectural similarity between our projects, but each one of them must be unique. We are not one of the biggest developers over here. We are one of the established developers over here who thrive on creating innovative product and being consumer sensitive. And for that reason, we always want to be very, very sincere in the product that we are offering, so that the project number 4 should not look anywhere close to project number 3. It should be something new. So yes, we have few projects on the drawing board, different variety of products. We're working very, very hard, and we ensure that we give our best effort. And while I say that, I welcome any comment and critics. If someone wants to come and suggest to us anything better, we are open. Our doors are open. We are willing to always learn and improve. But rest assured, while we say that, we pack a lot of powerful experience and sincerity behind our developments, and we will continue to do so. When I see that, yes, everything is looking great, I will be happy to put my money on this project. We'll launch the project. Yes, we have few, and soon you'll see more.
Inch'Allah.
Inshallah.
Justement, vous n'êtes pas les premiers ni les derniers promoteurs immobiliers ici à Dubaï. Quel conseil vous donneriez à quelqu'un qui souhaiterait se lancer dans une carrière de promoteur immobilier ici à Dubaï?
See, I feel, real estate is a very noble industry, like healthcare and education. I think when you're doing real estate, you're building a place where either, I say this, it's a challenging industry, because real estate is one industry that you know from your childhood. You're born in a hospital, which is a real estate. You grow up in a house, which is a real estate. You go to a school, which is a real estate. You go to work, your business, maybe an office, warehouse, shop, mall, wherever, that's a real estate. So real estate is something that everyone knows. Like you need to have a mobile phone to know what is mobile phone. You need to have a car to know what is a car, right? But real estate, everyone has it, whether owned, leased, in different forms. Everyone knows real estate, right? So that's the challenging part of this industry. And I think, that is the most interesting part, because it allows you to understand the human behavior and learn from it and create that innovative real estate. When you're doing when you're catering to such a product category, it becomes a noble industry because that's where people either learn, study, do work, or grow up, right? That is what real estate industry. So for me, it's a very noble industry. If you want to be successful in this industry or any other industry, I mean, there is no replacement of hard work. There's absolutely no replacement of honesty and integrity. These things are paramount. I still remember what my grandfather used to tell me is like, never forget, before engineering and technology, it's about common sense. And I believe in that, we strictly believe in following the process. If I have to share from my experience, I mean, you need to have passion for what you're doing. If you don't have the passion, you'll never reach the pinnacle of success. And at some point of time, you will feel success is eluding you, is walking away from you. Because passion is what it helps you create new benchmark and challenge the normal. So you need to work hard, you need to be honest, you need to show integrity, you need to have the passion, you need to continue learning. There is no end to learning, and you need to continue to evolve through that learning, and make sure that as a business person, as a professional, you maintain three key ingredients inside yourself: intention, vision, and courage. Because not every day you'll be successful. And many days, in fact, I say this to my management, out of 100 initiatives we launch, 90 are a failure. Only 10 are successful, but you thrive on those. And it's important to launch those 90 as well because you learn from every failure. So you must have the courage that when you fail, when you face the challenge, when you face the hurdle, you had the ability to bounce back, And as a business, you keep your focus intact on product, services, associated services, financial engineering, relationship, and technology. In today's time, it is very important to incorporate technology. Apart from all of this, I think it's a year of sustainability. We have COP28 happening in UAE. It's very important we understand our ethical responsibility towards the nature, towards sustainability, towards ESG and SDG. We are very, very committed towards that. And like you would see, we are really phasing out all the plastic that we use in the business. You will see more and more paper cups. You would have experienced that in our office. So we're very committed towards that. And I think, there's no end to it. Value health and time. It's very, very important. If you want to do something great, you need to have health, you need to value time, and you need to continue learning. I think all of it combined together, and then if you have a very honest intention, you'll find your ways. You'll have people around you, and success will come to you. So it's a great industry. It's if you don't like stress, don't come to this industry. If you enjoy stress, if you love it, if you love challenges, this is your industry. It's adventurous, more adventurous than hiking mountains. And that's what I like about this industry. Yeah, and it's full of possibilities.
Alors, vous avez beaucoup d'expérience, beaucoup d'humilité, beaucoup d'honnêteté. Et c'est pour ça que je vais avoir une question qui est très importante pour moi et pour beaucoup de gens. Comment vous voyez le marché dans 20 ans à Dubaï?
In 20 years, I think it will continue to drive more and more consumer interest from entire globe. If you look at say for example Expo happened in the backdrop of pandemic, COVID-19, when the entire world was shut down, closed. Businesses, schools, colleges, banks, institutions, governments, everything was closed. Look at Dubai and UAE. They continued planning Expo 2020. And they did it successfully. More than 25 million people came here in the most testing time. And everything happened smoothly, safely. That is the power of vision and implementation. And that is what UAE has second to none. UAE is led by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. I think the finest leadership you can get in today's time. They have the most futuristic vision. they have the most committed implementation for the good of people. And that will continue to drive the economy and every industry, including the real estate sector, towards a positive growth. In my opinion, in the next 20 years, in my opinion, it's not always going to be like this. It is impossible. Nowhere in the world and no industry. You will never see the industry crash. It might correct and then again go up. It might correct and again go up. But the graph will never be like this. The graph will be here, small correction, go up, correction, go up, correction, go up. If you are committed towards the city of Dubai and United Arab Emirates, I can tell you, the country and the city will be more committed towards your success than you are committed towards this city and the country. I came with nothing in this country. My wealth, business, my family, everything was built over here. And I can tell you one thing, if my family was to move anywhere else, they will absolutely not even consider looking at that choice except being in Dubai and UAE. So that is the power of the city. It's very addictive. Once you're here, you can't leave. Everything, there's a different standard of this country. And from human rights, for example, look at what you talk about human rights. People are talking about crisis management during COVID. Well, let me tell you, 20 years ago, if there, God forbid, there was an accident, they will not ask you what is the economic background of the guy who met an accident. Regardless, even if it was a poor labor, 20 years ago, no taxation, air ambulance will come for that person. Where it happens in this world? Nowhere. You know, the UAE, a lot of things people don't even know about UAE. You know, UAE is the #1 donor in the whole world. Whole world. And like I said, I had done a research on the land size and population of Dubai. And let me try to pull that up, if I can find it. It's a very, very interesting, research I had done. By land area of the whole world, of this planet, UAE accounts for 0.016% of the land area of the whole world. By virtue of population, UAE holds only 0.125% population of the whole world. That's it. 0.016 and 0.125%. But if you were to do a survey in the whole world, how many people want to be in Dubai? My bet, my guarantee, half of the world today wants to come to UAE. That is the story for the next 20 years, you know.
La suite pour Atif, the next step for Atif?
I'll continue to work hard. I have many dreams. In all my dreams, it's not about, I don't have any dreams of becoming a millionaire, billionaire. It doesn't excite me. People who know me, they see me in monotone. I wear the same kind of clothes every day. I like, I say, you know, the luxury of being ordinary is priceless, and I don't want to lose that any time, you know. So the driving force for me is how we are able to change the life of people around us, our staff, our customers. I am blessed with a partner, my wife, who believes in the same dream, who enjoys the same dream. Together, we want to bring up our family. We've got 2 daughters. We're teaching them to become good human and good business leaders and grow this company, be a change catalyst for the world and for the industry as much as we can in our own molecular way. And we'll continue to impact the industry and the society around us in a nice way. That's what our intention is. Other than that, we don't peg ourselves to X billion and X million. It doesn't happen that ways, you know. We focus on what we have to do. Result, inshallah, will always be great.
Inshallah. Merci Atif.
Thank you.
Merci d'avoir accepté l'invitation.
Merci, and thank you so much for having me on your show. And I would like to wish Ramadan Kareem to all your viewers and listeners. And may Allah bless everyone, regardless of their religion and nationality, the best in life, peaceful life, and a healthy life. And look forward to welcoming more people and more of your audience to Dubai.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you.